it was, who was there, all the rest. Don't remember any of that stuff. Okay, but you remember you had one beer. Some of the details in some of their stories where she was remembering a lot of details, but any details that would make a difference, and point the finger at him, don't remember any of them. And that's what I don't understand. I don't remember how many beers I had when I went to the Woodstown Hotel a week ago, let alone how many beers I had at a party in 1982.
Right. That's my point, man. I would really, really, really hope, that she didn't make up something like this. Okay. But the details that she supposedly remembered and the details she didn't remember are just too far from each other. Like you said, I remembered I had one beer at this party, at this gathering in 1982. Okay, but I don't remember where it was. She didn't even remember the year for the longest time, and then she finally pinpointed it down to 1982. At first, she couldn't remember the year, and then all these people that she said was there, Mark Judge, who was supposedly in the room with him, and Leland Walker and these other people who said they were there. They all said, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember this. I don't remember anything of this sort. I don't remember anything like this. All the people that she said were there said that they don't remember nothing. And you got to remember, man, this is dangerous stuff. I mean, you got these wackos down there, down at the Capitol and in the Senate office building, hundreds and hundreds of people who are willing to go out and get arrested and act a fool and do this, that, and a third, and over something that they have no evidence of it ever happening. They're going off of what this lady said. That's all they're going off. Oh, I believe her because she said it. I have no idea who this woman is. I've never met her in my life. I know nothing about her. All I know is that she's a doctor, but I believe her because she said it happened. Even though evidence shows that there is no evidence, there is no corroboration to her story. None of it, there's nothing to back up anything that she says, but people are willing to go out and get arrested and basically ruin their lives, and have a criminal record over something that somebody said. It's guilty before proven innocent. And it's, like I said, it's dangerous stuff, man. And that's the mindset of these left-wing, of these Democrats, most Democrats. It's scary. It's really, really scary. And people have the audacity to talk about Trump and what he does and say he's a racist and this, that, and the third. But do they? I guess they don't look in the mirror. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I heard you in that one of them YouTubes. I guess I could hear you switching the bandwidths. See, a lot of times I listen to those guys, or when I'm talking to them guys and stuff, on a narrower bandwidth, so it doesn't pick up all that hiss. Do you notice? I usually settle in between 8 and 9 kilohertz. Once in a while I'll go to 10, but very rarely, like I'm 75 meters wider than 10 on the receive,
Well, no, yeah, I was switching the bandwidths. I know I don't really mind the hiss, but with the amount of people that are on 75, you really start to pick up adjacent conversations. So I was doing a lot of pulling one side, pulling one side in, pulling it back out. Some of those guys, I mean, the radios sound so good, you could barely hear a difference between, 12 kilohertz and say 7 or 8, because they sound so goddamn good. But, I don't know. I was trying to listen to it wider at some points when I could. And then with some signals that were weaker, I would make it narrow. Like when I was trying to listen to Tim up there in Maine, I at one point I pulled it in pretty narrow to try to bring him out of the mess a little bit. But I wish I'd noticed that my attenuation was turned up. on the receiver because the gates would have came out a little better, but whatever.
And I'm looking at my receipt from these glasses back when I bought them. Got the email back in 2014. So I've had these 4 years. And the frames were 85, but now they're 105. And the glasses, the lenses were $199. So, So that's what it would be, like $199. Well, or more. I'll have to call if I wanted to make the change. I guess that's not too much, being that, it's been 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that, like, God, it's only been 6 months and I got to spend all that money. So I'll have to see, and I'm pretty sure they change them out for nothing if I send them up there. They're up in New York City or something, so maybe I'll call them today and see, just get an updated information and see what I can do then. I should have asked how much they would charge me at the eye doctor. But usually the glasses places at the eye doctor office are more expensive than mail order,
Right. I think maybe I should look into that today. We've been kind of not real slow at work. The past couple of days we've been slower than normal, than what we have been, because we've been super busy. But maybe for a little bit on the slower side today, I'll look into maybe making an eye doctor appointment, because I know Joey, the guy I work with, he just went. I know he goes like a couple times a year. I know he just went recently as well to a place that's close to work. So I guess you said what the glasses, the frames were $100, and then the lenses themselves were $200. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Now I got the fancy lenses. Well, see, mine are bifocals, so they're progressive. Like, in other words, like you look down, you can see close and far. You may not need a transition, a progressive lens, so that would be cheaper. And mine change colors when you go outside. They get dark. So they're like top of the line. So they may be cheaper than the $200, But usually glasses are going to be up around that $300 mark, usually. Or, you can go to one of them lens crafter places or something. I didn't have too good a luck in there. And I just, this place that I go to online, coolframes.com, all you have to do is send them a prescription from your eye doctor, like, for what you need. And they were real good. Man, they got every brand that you could imagine. I mean, I don't. You could spend hours on there looking at all the different frames and stuff like that. But, maybe for the first pair, it's good to go to a place and, stuff like that,
Right. Because I would probably get contacts, But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. And it's still kind of weird to me about putting something in my eyeball, And then with knowing me, I would forget to take them out, or I wouldn't be lazy and not take them out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I'd look in a pair of actual glasses, if I'd like them. There's a lot to think about, I guess, with it, that I didn't really think that I would have to think about. But I don't know. I might as well use it. I pay for it. I pay $170 something a month for my insurance, so I might as well for my health insurance, and with the vision, so I might as well use it.
Well, glasses are very popular today. I mean, it's like people almost want to wear glasses if they don't need to wear them. Like as a fashion thing. Of course, they're a lot less trouble. I've never had contacts, but you got to be careful of them, like you say, and all the rest. And then, glasses, you just throw them on, like you want to work on a car or something. You don't have to worry about this stuff. I don't know. You have to talk to the eye doctor. I'm not sure if contacts are the best thing to get, like the first time you ever had glasses, you know. But I think they're more expensive too. And, you know, I never really wanted them, you know. I mean, I know people that have them and stuff, and they fuss with them, or some people like them, but then you get your eyes get dry or something with the thing. You got to put drops in. I just didn't want nothing inside my eyeballs, you know.
Well, and that's you bring up a good point about getting stuff in your eyes. See, at work, I get chemicals in my eyes, man. Get brake clean, splash in my eye or something by accident. It'll melt them things to my eyeballs.
Well, then the other thing is you got glasses on, so, you know, that'll protect your eyes just by having the glasses on. You get the shatterproof lenses, the polycarbonate lenses. They're like safety glasses almost. And, you know, they don't scratch, you know, and all. I mean, something like that might be perfect. See, a lot of people that work like that, they end up having two pairs of glasses, like a nice pair for, like, when they're going out and all, and they got glasses that they throw on at work, man. They don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I'm always getting stuff in my eyes at work, man. It'd be nice to have something over my eyes. Even though I should be wearing safety glasses, I never do. I rarely ever do. Except when I'm grinding, you know what I mean, or something like that for an extended period of time, you know. But I should be wearing them all the time, but I don't, unfortunately. But, you know, like I said, it's something to look into. So, no, man, listen, last night another friend of mine messaged me about one of these rigs, man. I should be getting paid. I should get a commission off of everyone that I talk somebody into buying. Another guy who's been on the fence about buying one, and then and then he finds out that I have one, so he asked me a million questions, and now he's gonna go. He said he wants to go. He thinks he's gonna go out and buy one today.
What, an ANAN?
Yeah, he said he wants to buy a new 7000.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that's cool. No, I guess that they only have the two models now, so you have to be one or the other, you know.
I guess he lives by Gigaparts. He lives within driving distance to them. A guy had a used one around him, 7000, and then he went online and seen the new one, which is in stock and is within driving distance to him. So, he guess he's been following them ever since they came out, and he's been interested in them, but just hasn't made the leap there. So he's answered pretty much every question he had, you know. So we'll see, we'll see. But it's almost like I don't want anybody else getting one. Now that I got one, I don't want anybody else to get one.
Well, does he have a computer and everything and all that stuff?
Yeah, he said he's got a MacBook, but he said it's brand new. He said it could run Windows. Apparently, is what he told me. I told him about having to, if he could get a dedicated computer. I told him the type of computer that I had before this one and how it worked, and the computer that I have now and how much better it works. I found a link, sent him a link to the minimum system requirements of the unit and stuff like that. So yeah.
I put Windows 10 on my, I think it was 10 or 7, I can't remember now, on my MacBook. I took it off. But it worked okay, on that. I never really used it for a long period of time. I just tried it, and it worked all right, because it's got a little screen and all, and I guess with the external speakers hooked up to it, sounded pretty good. So, there's a lot of people that use the laptops. You got to buy Windows and then load it on, and you have a dual boot function on the MacBook to run Windows or the Mac system, so Yeah, I guess I don't remember where I even got the windows for it. It's been a long time ago. I just don't remember. So, all right, man. I think I'm gonna drop down to the other one and say hello to them guys, and I gotta shove off here probably about 8 o'clock, I guess, to head up to the meeting place there for the bike ride.
Alright, man. Well, I'll go listen on the other one before I gotta go. Before I gotta head to work there, so. And, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. That's for sure. Alright, Pop. Have a good day. Be safe in the bike ride. And, we'll talk at you a little bit later. 73s. We'll see you.
Okay, 3's on you there. We're 10-7.